Welcome. This is James Stevens at the JSI Institute with the JET Technique for Kinesiology. I'd like to welcome you to Organic Training Series 103.30, where we're going to be sharing with you what we call Surrogate Testing Educationals. And this is an opportunity for you to provide your client with quality education, actually what we call the 3 E's, which is to educate, give examples, and provide the experience that helps them to embrace the surrogate testing methodology. And in our model's case here, Janie, did I say Janie?
Yes.
I'm sorry, that's Jeannie. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be using her as a person who is unable to test for herself. And as we went through the qualifying procedure with you today in our appointment, we found that you were not able to get into a testable state, and so then we did the adjustments as it shows on document E down in section 2.5, where we make the adjustments, and 3 out of 4 times those adjustments work, and this time it didn't work on you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to become your surrogate tester for you. But before I do that, I want to make sure that you feel very comfortable about this particular methodology. So we're going to be sharing some things with you that can help you understand what is going on so that it all makes sense to you. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So the first thing that we're going to be taking a look at is some information around the technology itself and how it works. So let's go ahead and take a look at this document right here. And what you will see is, like it says right here, that the human energy field is an electromagnetic field that surrounds the organs and the tissues of the human body and also surrounds the entire human body. Okay, and this is actually quite measurable, as it says here. It's used in medical practices. You've probably heard of the electrocardiogram, right? But maybe not the electroencephalogram, which is hard enough to pronounce, but it is actually another method that measures these electrical currents that are in the human body. And these currents also produce electromagnetic fields and are used in the form, in medical practice, in the form of the magnetoencephalogram and the magnetocardiogram. And this is based on known laws of biology and physics, and it's currently used by medical doctors as a diagnostic tool. And if you would like to have more information on the human energy field itself, you can view this transcript of an interview with a leading scientist which explains the human energy field, and it's based on valid scientific principles. And so if you would like, at the end I can get you this web link so you can take a further look into it. But let's take a look at how this affects us when we're doing surrogate testing now. And so if we look on this next page right here, you'll see, like it says, that sometimes your muscles won't respond, and that's exactly what you had going on, right? Your muscles weren't responding to the poor food versus the good food. And sometimes, even though your body is receiving the charge, the electrical charge at a molecular level of those substances, sometimes the muscles aren't affected, and it can be caused by stress, fatigue, surgery, various health issues. There's actually several factors, about 15 different things that can be causing it. And fortunately, through surrogate testing, we have a way of working with it. Now, what does always occur is the electrical charge. And because we are conductive in our nature, in other words, the human body is conductive, upon physical contact, there is a measurable transfer of energy. In fact, there can't not be a transfer of energy according to the laws of physics. Now, the body is a superconductor of this electricity because it's composed of what? Water, up to 70 to 90%, and that makes it a superconductor, not just a conductor, but it actually amplifies it. And so what we're going to do right now is use the energy ball to demonstrate this fact right now, okay?
Okay.
So let's go ahead and stand up, and I'll show you how this works. And here's our energy ball right here, and what you'll notice is that it has two separated metal contacts on the outside. And what's inside this ball is a tiny battery and a buzzer and a light. And so when these contacts are connected, what happens is it causes the light to turn on and the buzzer to buzz. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Because I am a superconductor, because I'm composed of water, right? Like you've seen the warnings, haven't you, on the hair dryers, not to stand in the bathtub and drop the hair dryer in the bathtub, right? Because it will fry you, because you're standing in water, which is an amplifier of electrical energy. And so in the same way, our bodies are amplifiers of this electrical energy. And so when I connect the contacts with both fingers, it causes it to light and it causes it to buzz. Okay? And interestingly enough, not only am I a conductor, but you're a conductor. So if I were to hold my finger on this contact here, and you touch that contact with one finger, and then what you see now is that there is no buzzer going off, right? Right. But watch what happens when we touch our other fingers together. Causes it to go off, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Watch that. Pretty interesting, huh? Every time we touch, it causes it to go off, right? Yeah. Now you notice a little bit of variation in the signal. Yeah. That's because it's blending our energies together. And then sometimes it was a little, it wasn't solid, as we had different pressures on the electrodes. But in fact, this isn't something that just occurs with you, but because we're also going to be doing some testing for your daughter today, we're going to be using you as what we call a linking person. So let's go ahead and have your daughter come in. Okay. And let me show you how this works with your daughter. See, because you're going to be the linking person, and I'm going to be the one receiving the charge. And in fact, when we're holding hands like this, and actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have you not hold my hand, and you go ahead and touch there. Okay, now you touch my finger with your finger. Ha! Isn't that amazing?
Truly.
Isn't that cool? So what's happening here? What do you think is happening, Jeannie?
We're completing the circuit.
We're completing the circuit. Now let me ask you a question. Do you feel anything going on right now? Do you feel any electricity passing through you? Yes or no? You feel it? What do you feel?
Electricity?
But do you feel it? You don't feel it, do you? Do you see it? You don't see it on you, but you see it when it's on the ball, right? Okay, so what do we know is happening? The electricity is going all the way through the three of us, isn't it? Okay, and that's how we can use a linking person, so that when we're testing for STAR, what we can do is have all three people give me the charge. Now I'm going to be the surrogate, okay? And thank you very much, honey. I'm going to be the surrogate,